Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Barcelona are a mess right now, both on and off the pitch. And as a fan of this club, as a die-hard fan of this club, it breaks my heart. It makes me so sad. Not only do we have to suffer through this last month of football, but in that time we have to go through a whole saga of Xavi staying, Xavi leaving, is he coming, is he going? We finally got that shit sorted out. And then today I wake up and I see that Andre Curry, Vitor Roque's agent, did an interview with Fabrizio Romano where he blasted Xavi, blasted Barcelona, and expressed his anger by the way that Barcelona are treating his 19-year-old client. He said in that interview that Roque could have gone to other teams, but he wanted to come to Barcelona because this is the club of his dreams. He said that Roque will not go out on loan. If he leaves Barca, it will be on a permanent transfer. And he also said that Xavi doesn't even speak to the kid. He's basically ghosting him. And here's the fact of the matter, guys. You can think what you want about Andre Curry and the fact that he decided to make this public. But Barcelona made this public first. Because Roque and Andre Curry Roque was not getting playing time back in January. Vitor Roque has not been playing since he got to Barcelona. And the minutes that he got were not quality minutes. And he kept his mouth shut the entire time. Neither him, nor his agent, nor his partner were tweeting anything. And when did they start speaking out? Over the past week when the rumors about him getting loaned out started coming out. And I posted my video, I think, on Wednesday of last week about Vitor Roque, on Thursday, I think, about Vitor Roque when it was only speculated that he was going to get loaned out. And over the past couple of days, the rumor mill started heating up, and now it's basically confirmed Roque is going to be loaned out this summer because that's what Xavi and the board think is best for him to get playing time at another team. But the fact of the matter is, they were not saying a fucking word. Roque was not complaining, he was not saying anything until Barca came out and said we're looking to loan him out. That's when his agent started coming out and talking not all that shit, but just started basically expressing his feelings about the whole situation. As we saw obviously earlier today when he came out, like I said, came out with that bombshell with Fabrizio Romano. And no one should be on Xavi or Barcelona's side in this whole situation. Nobody should. The way that Barca treated this 19-year-old kid is embarrassing, bro. And it's a signal to other young players that why would I want to go to Barcelona? I just saw the way they treated Roque, who's people don't know this, bro, because I follow South American football. He was as promising and he was like as highly touted a talent as Endrick is. Real Madrid fans can disagree. That's the fact of the matter. Both Vitor Roque and Endrick were the two best young talents, No, were, sorry, because Roque is obviously in Spain now, but were the two best young talents in Brazil, which is the best league in South America. That is a fact. And when Roque came to Barca, we needed him. Don't get that twisted. Did Barca need a midfielder like Xavi said in January? That's what people are saying, that Xavi didn't want a striker, he wanted a midfielder in January. That's fine. Did Barca need a midfielder in January? Yes, Barca needed another midfielder this whole year, especially a pivot. But Barca also needed a striker. Because coming into the season, Barca needed a backup striker. Because we came into the season with our only striker options being Lewandowski and then also Ferran Torres, who's not really a striker. And then we got Joao Felix, who again is not really a striker. So we had no backup options for Lewandowski. And then we obviously, we stumbled upon Marc Guiu, but still, that wasn't, like, it's not good enough still. So in January, we needed a striker, especially because Lewandowski was playing like hot ass from August up until January. You can say what you want about Lewandowski the past couple months. That's great. He's going to win the Pichichi. Good for him. But Lewandowski from August to January, like I said, was hot ass. And we needed a striker because he was not converting chances. His hold-up play was terrible. And I saw Roque as a savior. I thought more sports fans did as well. Roque is going to come in January. He's going to give us a different spark. But he never got that chance. And I think the anger with Roque is that you're not even playing me and you already want to loan me out. At least give me a chance to prove myself. And when you actually give me minutes, give me quality minutes. Don't give me shitty minutes, because most of the time when Xavi brought in Roque, it was with Lewa still on the pitch, playing him out of position on the wing. He's not a winger. And when you start him against Cadiz as a striker, you're playing him with a terrible midfield behind him. That doesn't make any sense. And his agent is right. His agent is 100% right. You're starting Ferran Torres, you're starting all these players, you're starting Romeo. You brought in Romeo to the Girona game before you brought in Roque. You brought in Romeo. Roque didn't even warm up. And what the fuck is your obsession with bringing on Romeo? Xavi's stubbornness and his fucking, like, it's gonna ruin this club, bro. He's so stubborn. It's so annoying. Like, you want to bring back Eddie Garcia, but you don't want to give Roque minutes. And people are talking about, like, I saw people talking about how Ferran Torres, like, we shouldn't be, like, it's fine that Xavi trusted Ferran Torres more than Roque because he's seen Ferran over the past 2 years in training. That's even worse, bro. Because we know what Ferran Torres is. Ferran Torres had a decent season. Obviously, he was injured for a good amount after he got injured against Betis. But when he played, Ferran Torres is up and down. You're either going to get a really good performance out of him, as we saw against Betis when he scored that hat-trick, or he's going to stink up the pitch. Was it against Betis? No, he got injured against Betis, and When did he get injured? I don't know, but he scored a hat-trick against Betis. Obviously, remember that game. But he got injured at some point. I forgot. I think it was shortly after the Betis game. I might have gotten that mixed up. But anyway, you're going to get good games from Ferran Torres and you're going to get bad games out of Ferran Torres. And we've seen that, bro. He was awful last season. Just terrible. And the fact that you rather play a guy who you know is not really that consistent over a guy who you don't even know what Roque's going to give you, but every time we saw him play, he did something good. You can't expect this kid to not get any playing time and then come good for you. You got to actually put him out there in high pressure situations. And it's true, he talked about how against PSG and against Real Madrid, Barca needed to go and you refused to bring him on. And it's facts, bro. It is fact. It's 100% fact. Nobody should be taking Xavi's side in this whole situation. Because whether you wanted a striker or not in January is irrelevant. Because Barca needed a striker. That was a position of need. In January, Barca needed a striker because, like I said, Lewandowski was playing like hot ass. And we brought in one of the most promising young players in the world. And people are talking about, oh, we haven't paid anything for him yet. Yeah, but we're going to have to anyway. You're going to have to pay for Roque anyway. I mean, all this shit you guys are trying to sound smart, you're going to have to pay for Roque anyway. The money's going to be sent. It's going to be sent. We're not getting a player for free, okay? That's just not going to happen. It's just, I feel really bad for Victor Roque because he does not deserve this. And like I said, he never came out and talked or complained about anything until they started talking about loaning him out. And I 100% agree with this sentiment about how you're going to talk about loaning me out and basically talking about how I don't do good enough in training when you don't even, like, you're basically talking down on my name and I'm not even, and I don't get a chance to respond. No, I'm going to fucking respond. And good for him and good for his agent for coming out, mostly his agent. He hasn't talked at all. But good for his agent and saying, you know what, I'm not going to let you bash my client like that. And the fact that Xavi doesn't speak to him, it's just, what the fuck are we doing, bro? If that's true, which I have no reason to believe it's not true, because I think the same thing happened with Pablo Torre. I think he came out in an interview and said that Xavi didn't speak to him either. Like, if that's true, that's terrible, bro. You're shattering this young kid's confidence and you're treating him like a high school bully. Like, you're literally treating him like a high school bully. You don't talk to the kid, he's your player, and you won't talk to him. You won't even give him a chance to warm up because he's not your profile player that you didn't want. You wanted Romeo, right? Then wasn't Xavi the one that wanted wasn't Xavi the one that wants Sergio Roberto renewed? Isn't Xavi the one that wants Eric Garcia to come back? Wasn't Xavi the one that wanted Marcos Alonso in the team? So Xavi's judgment obviously can't be trusted that much. Yes, he brought up Pau Cubarsí. Yes, he gave Lamine Yamal valuable minutes. Yes, I mean Xavi has good things and bad things like every manager does. But it seems like when it comes to like his player decisions, like him picking players, he's so stubborn. It kind of baffles me a little bit. Because like I said, people are talking about the Vinicius Jr. situation. It's not really comparable. The team that Vinicius Jr. walked into and the team that Victor Roque is walking into are not the same. We, like I said, needed Roque. We needed attacking options. We needed, most notably, like I said, a striker because our striker was shit. And the most baffling thing about this to me is that we're like us basically. And I saw this report that came out today that Barca are looking like. I'll tell you guys the exact report. Give me 1 second. Sign 3 to 4 players who can go straight into Xavi's starting 11. First priority CDM. Second priority left wing. Rest depends on exits. Xavi would like an interior like Silva. A striker could be signed too. Why? Why are we signing a striker when you have one on the bench? You have Roque on the bench. I don't understand this obsession with going into the next season with Lewandowski. I don't understand it, man. Lewandowski's washed. His best days are behind him. Victor Roque's best days are ahead of him. And the fact that we're not going to take these last few games to actually play him because we're so obsessed with getting our striker the Pichichi Award is stupid. Victor Roque should start every single game from here until the end of the season. From here to the end of the season, against Real Sociedad, he should start, and I think we finished the season against Sevilla or Rayo Vallecano. I forgot which team, but one of those two teams, I'm pretty sure. Maybe I'm 100% wrong. I don't even know. Against whatever team we finish the season, he should be playing in that game as well. Because he has the potential. He has that. He just needs to be unlocked. And again, like I said, do I love that his agent came out and started basically bashing the club? No, but I also can't blame him. And it just speaks volumes to the mess that Barcelona are right now. I saw another report that came out today. I'm not sure how reliable it is, but apparently Xavi's job security might be in jeopardy if he doesn't finish top 2 or he doesn't get a Super Cup spot. Again, I don't know how reliable the reporting is. I'm not really going to believe that too much because I don't think that's true. But again, even if it's out there, bro, like the whole situation around this club right now is a mess. It's infuriating because we went from having like this great period of, everything was looking upwards and we're winning, we're advancing in the UCL, we were beating Atletico Madrid and we're doing all these good things and Xavi was actually looking like he was back to being at his best. And then over the past couple weeks, it's all gone downhill. Since that Araujo red card, everything that's happened at Barcelona has been downhill and downhill and downhill. And as a fan of this club, like I said, guys, it's really, really, it's discouraging, man, because I think about next season, I'm like, is it going to be this bad again? Like, I mean, Xavi's staying. And, you know, if we sell Roque, yes, maybe we can get more money than we actually got Roque for, but that's not the point here, man. The point is that this young kid, we needed him. We brought him in January. He trusted this club, and we completely broke his trust. And the manager ghosting this young kid is unacceptable, man. It's unacceptable, no matter what way you look at it. And the manager deciding to play Ferran Torres over this kid is unacceptable, because you cannot convince me that Ferran Torres is a better footballer than Victor Roque, because we've seen Ferran Torres, and we know what he is. We don't know. Victor Roque, for good or for bad, he's an uncertainty. But you play him because you want to see what he can do. We've seen Ferran Torres already, man. I've seen it. Do I think he's a bad player? Not by any means. And he can actually do a good job. I mean, he's been serviceable for us over the past couple years, especially this season. For a period in the season, he was our most productive attacker. People forget that. Like, and early on, he was our most productive attacker. But still, man, like, when you even refuse to warm the kid up, like, you refuse to warm him up. He's on the bench. In these games against Girona, he should have come on. I'm glad he, I don't understand. I really don't get it. I really don't get it, man. And it's sad, because I don't want to see Victor Roque go to another team. We sell him and then he flourishes in another team. It's just not what I want to see. And again, he didn't walk into a 2009 Barcelona. When Victor Roque came to us in January, we were at the lowest point of our season. He came in as a savior, basically. And the fact that Xavi just saw that kid and basically said, just scoffed at him and said, I'm not going to play him. I'm going to ghost him now. Not going to talk to him. You're not going to talk to your player. I mean, Xavi, you're a former player. I'm talking like if Xavi's watching this video. I mean, you are a former player. Would you like a manager not communicating with you? And people also bring up, all these anomaly examples of like Phil Foden at Man City. Look at the way that Pep treated him. Boys, it's Phil Foden at Man City. Look at the team, look at the players that were ahead of him. Who is ahead of Roque, bro? In the depth, like in American football, it's called a depth chart, right? Every position has like a depth chart, like who's first choice, who's second choice. Who is in the depth chart for striker at Barcelona? It's Robert Lewandowski, who's 35 years old and fucking washed. And then who else? It's Roque. That's it. Marc Guiu also. And Ferran and Joao Felix, like I said. But I'm done with Joao Felix. He needs to be gone. And the other guys, I mean, I trust Roque more than Marc Guiu. I like his profile better. And I think Roque is more promising. Again, I'm not trying to shut on Marc Guiu because I think he's a good player. But I think Roque is better. But again, this whole situation it perfectly encapsulates the mess that Barcelona is right now. This past month, with the Xavi in, Xavi out saga, this whole fucking collapse in the season, losing all these games, and now the Victor Roque thing, where his agent's coming out and talking all this shit. I clown. You know what I want to say? I clown Real Madrid fans because of the whole Arda Güler saga. You bring in Arda Güler and he barely gets any playing time. We're just as bad as them. As a matter of fact, we're even worse, because they're actually, Arda Güler doesn't play because, like I've said this multiple times, he has a bunch of guys in front of him who are better. Victor Roque doesn't play because our manager doesn't like him. But yet he wants to re-sign Sergio Roberto, who fucked us in that game against Girona. And I'm guessing he wants to bring back Joao Cancelo. And if it was up to Xavi, I'm guessing Marcos Alonso will get a 5-year contract on 300 grand a week because he loves him so much. And Eddie Garcia needs to come back. Come on, man. It's a fucking joke. I feel bad for Roque, man. I wish that kid nothing but the best in his career. I hope the best happens at Barcelona because, again, I believe in Victor Roque, but again, I'm not sure if it's going to happen because these comments that his agent made today are pretty damning, and I think Xavi's going to start to resent Roque a little bit. He's going to be like, oh, you're talking shit about me behind my back? He's definitely not going to play now. I can promise you that. I can promise you Victor Roque is not going to play now. But we'll see what happens, man. That's just my thoughts. Let me know what you guys think. And I hope next season is better. But I'm not sure. But yeah, I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace out.